Hey everyone, I'm Emma, and welcome back to Speak English Daily. This is the channel where you practice real English, not study it. Every session, one real skill. No grammar tables, no textbooks, just you speaking. Today is different from any language session you have ever done, because today is not about learning something new. It is about using everything you already have, fully. No holding back, no shrinking, no waiting to feel ready. Here is something most people don't understand about confidence in English. Confidence is not something you feel first. It is not something you wait for. It is not something that arrives one day when you are finally ready. Confidence is something you do. You speak, and confidence follows. You speak clearly, and you feel clearer. You speak without holding back, and the holding back starts to disappear. Today, that is exactly what we do. Let's speak. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is a complete standalone session. Start right here. No previous videos required. The full playlist and schedule are in the pinned comment below whenever you are ready. For everyone who has been here a while, you just proved you can survive difficult moments. Today, you don't just survive. You lead. Whoever you are, today is for you. Before we begin, one thing I need you to understand. The voice you use today, that is your confident voice, not some future version, this one, right now. So, today, don't hold back. Full voice, full expression, full confidence. Let's go. We begin with something simple. But simple does not mean small. Say each of these clearly, with your full voice, slowly enough that every word lands. 4 statements, 3 rounds each. Each round, a little more own, a little more yours. I can speak English. I can speak English. I can speak English. This is not affirmation. This is a fact. After today, it is simply true. Say it like a fact. I can express myself. I can express myself. I can express myself. Express myself. 2 words that say more than speak English. Expression is the goal. You have it. Good. 2 down. Your voice is warming up. 2 more. I don't need to be perfect to be understood. I don't need to be perfect to be understood. I don't need to be perfect to be understood. This statement removes the biggest barrier most learners carry. Say it like you believe it, because after today, you do. My voice matters in this conversation. My voice matters in this conversation. My voice matters in this conversation. Your voice mattering? That is not arrogance. It is participation. It is what makes a conversation real. 4 statements, 12 rounds. That is your confident voice, fully warmed up. Now, let's use it. Now, controlled confidence. This is not about speed. It is about clarity. Every word placed carefully, every sentence given space. The most confident speakers are not the fastest. Tell me about yourself, who you are, and what you do. I'm someone who's been working on my English for a while now, and in that time I've learned that showing up matters more than being perfect. And in my free time, I tend to enjoy things that help me slow down. Say it again, even slower this time. I'm someone who's been working on my English for a while now, and in that time I've learned that showing up matters more than being perfect. And in my free time, I tend to enjoy things that help me slow down. Describing yourself this way: I'm someone who, it's more powerful than my name is and I work as. It leads with identity, not label. What's something you care about? Something that genuinely matters to you. Honestly, I think making progress matters a lot to me because when I feel like I'm moving forward, even slowly, I feel good about where I am, and I think that shapes a lot of what I do. Say it again. Do even slower this time. Honestly, I think making progress matters a lot to me because when I feel like I'm moving forward, even slowly, I feel good about where I am. And I think that shapes a lot of what I do. Pausing before I think, even briefly, signals that what follows is genuine, not rehearsed. That pause is confidence. Good, controlled, clear, every word placed. That is what confidence sounds like. What's changed for you over these past weeks of practicing English? Honestly, a lot. I think the biggest thing is that I'm not afraid of the moment before I speak anymore. I just start and I trust that the words will come, and they do. Say it again, even slower this time. Honestly, a lot. I think the biggest thing is that I'm not afraid of the moment before I speak anymore. I just start. And I trust that the words will come. And they do. I trust that the words will come. And they do. That sentence is earned. Say it with full conviction. What would you say to someone who is afraid to start speaking English? I'd say, just start. Not when you feel ready, but now, because the feeling of being ready comes from doing it, not from waiting for it. And every conversation you have, even an imperfect one, builds something. One more time. I'd say just start. Not when you feel ready, but now, because the feeling of being ready comes from doing it, not from waiting for it. And every conversation you have, even an imperfect one, builds something. Build something, 3 words that close this beautifully. Every conversation has been building for a long time. You know this is true. 4 controlled answers, all clear, all paced, all confident. Now expand. No limits on length. No coaching on what to include. Start and keep going until you have said everything you want to say. Use everything. Reactions, connectors, story plus meaning, opinion plus reason. All of it. At once. Tell me about your life right now. Everything you want to share. No limits, no holding back. Say everything you want to say. Starting point. So, right now, life is pretty full. I spend most of my time on work and the things I care about. And outside of that, I try to make space for things that help me recharge. And honestly, I think what matters most to me right now is feeling like I'm moving in the right direction. It's not perfect, but I feel good about where I am. This starting point is just a door. Walk through it and keep going. The learner's version will be longer, more personal, more theirs. Tell me about something you've learned, about yourself or about life, that surprised you. Starting point. Oh, honestly, I think the biggest thing I've learned is that showing up consistently matters more than being talented. And I didn't expect that, because before I thought you needed a certain level before you could really start. But now I think starting is the level, and that feels like a real shift. The contrast, I'll thought, but now I think, carries the whole journey in one answer. Let the learner find their own version of this contrast. Stop for a second. You just expressed something real, in depth in English without stopping. That is full confidence. What do you want people to know about you if you could say anything? Starting point. I think I'd want people to know that I try to be honest and that I care about doing things properly, because I think how you do the small things says a lot about you. And honestly, I think the people who know me would say that I keep going even when it's hard. This prompt asks for vulnerability. That vulnerability, expressed in English, is the highest form of confidence in this series. 3 expanded answers, all of them yours, all of them full. Now, this is the peak of day 28. No prompts, no models, no safety net. Speak about anything. Your life, your day, something that happened, something you think, something that matters, something you feel right now. No limits, no clock, no right answer. Full voice, full expression, full confidence. This is the version of you that this work has built. Let them speak. Speak about anything for as long as you want. Full confidence. Go. Whatever came out, that was real. That was yours. Now, one more time, and this time even more. No holding back. Say what you want to say in English with full confidence. Twice, full voice, full confidence, no stopping. The second was better than the first, and tomorrow you will be better than today. Stop, just for a moment. Think about where you were when you first started. Careful, slow, unsure. Every sentence felt like an effort. Every pause felt like a spotlight. Every mistake felt like proof that you weren't good enough. And now look, you just spoke for 60 seconds, unplanned, unscripted, in full voice. You didn't stop. You didn't freeze. You didn't hold back. You spoke clearly, confidently, like someone who speaks English, because you do. This is your voice. This is your English. This is you speaking, and you can feel it now. And that is day 28. 2 days left, day 28. You spoke with full confidence. Now, go to the comments and type. If you spoke with confidence today, comment Day 28 done. I spoke with confidence. And if you want, share one sentence from today that surprised you. One line that came out with more confidence than you expected. I read every comment, and if you want to follow the full 30-day journey, the complete playlist and schedule are in the pinned comment below. Now, day 29, day 28, you found your full confidence. Day 29, you reflect on everything you've built. Because before the final day, there is one more thing. Looking back, seeing how far you have come, and speaking about it in English. With everything you now have, see you in day 29. Keep speaking. Keep owning it. Don't break your streak.